a story that Mercedes Moné is supposed to be reporting to AEW in March. So I'm guessing that means that we're not getting a Golden Role Models reunion in WWE, which is kind of frustrating.
We already knew that. We already knew. He said, "Let me get the Charlotte bread," and them niggas was like, "No."
They said,
and then that was it.
She going on an award tour. I mean, that's kind of her thing.
Her and Okada are popping up in AEW.
You don't think? Oh, wait, you don't think? Let me take this up. You don't think Okada's going to show up in WWE?
No, it's dumb. It's dumb for him.
Why?
Going up there
because he's the man in AEW.
Because he's been there before.
He's going to NXT and goddamn WWE. Because he's not nobody. It ain't no.
I don't think he would go to. I don't think he would go to NXT if he.
He's too real hip hop.
I don't think he would get
for the
there.
goddamn main roster.
My hope would be that they would treat him like they would treat an AJ Styles, who was who had been versed in New Japan for a minute, and they said, "Bet, what's the point?"
AJ Styles has been on American TV for quite some time before he went to New Japan, and he speaks well.
I think that's although I don't know what they're doing with these because they're still saying Obafemi has got them any. And I don't know what Okada's situation is, but I feel like for the man who's got the 3D robe and the money coming down, like what's his NXT entrance going to be? Just walking out? Like it feels like it's going to be such a stunted presentation of this guy.
This nigga is never going to NXT.
Ever.
So
that's not happening.
It's not happening.
Is AEW like I understand it being a fit because you know a number of things, but is that going to be the best look for him?
They're going to give him more money than WWE will.
You think?
Yeah, they throwing a bag at him.
Wait.
I'm asking.
AEW is not a position to throw any bags at anybody. Legitimately, they are not.
That is not true at all.
Okay. All right.
Because everybody in this season, everybody's contract's been coming up, and a lot of people ain't been re-upping. People go. They not. Who are they paying? Who are they paying real bad?
What are they paying? Why are they paying? Why are they paying them? Why are they paying them?
No, but that's outside of our conversation.
I understand. Yeah, but it's not outside of our conversation because you can pay somebody a bag all you want and it does nothing for them. It does nothing for them. On the TV, it does nothing for anybody but who they choose to make prominent. Okay? Mm. Yeah, they probably will make Okada prominent, but he's not going to go. He's going to hit their ceiling in 30 days. Shit. He probably going to hit their ceilings when he walks in that door. Okay?
First. Yo, you can't put I'm going to say this
out there for the crowd to go mild and
I'm going to say like I don't think the vow you can't present that on AEW television. Pardon me. I'm sorry.
I think that's the thing. I think there's a situation. I'm sorry to jump in. I'm like it feels like if WWE is not going to give Okada what they probably should. I don't know if AEW can at a certain point, like outside of the matchups that are there's obviously going to be a Danielson Okada 3 if he's in AEW. But yeah, at a certain point, it feels like he would have hit his ceiling because who the fuck? Like I could see Okada Samoa Joe, but I'd love to see Okada Samoa Joe at Revolution if he's going to be going to AEW right now. Put that in there instead of anything the fuck else you got going on because he feels like one of those guys.
But then
you got Bruv showing up too.
Like Mimi said, where are we going after that?
I don't know.
When Bruv pop up.
Yeah. The reality is, and sorry, I'm not like the most like big wrestling mark.
No, talk about it.
The reality is, when I look at where WWE is going, right? I look at NXT, and I'm talking pure optics here. I'm not the wrestling moves and your history and all that shit. I don't give a damn. What I'm looking at is NXT's roster is the best looking. I'm talking about physically roster in wrestling. All of them fine. When I look at who WWE is positioning now, WWE is in a season. That's why they keep holding back on LA Knight. They want new, young, strong champions. They want new, young, strong products that they can market for the years to come. Okada, love you to death. Know you're a legend. Giving you all of your flowers. But in the WWE, it's not going to go anywhere.
Can we put
as a casual fan, you can make all of the money fall out of the sky if you want to. The 12-year-old, the 15-year-old, the 20-year-old is going to be like, who the hell is that? And they're not going to care.
Can you put Meals' comment up though? Because I think there's actually a really good point with that.
I was gonna say, can you boom one more time?
Meal said, for the people that's not on YouTube, youtube.com/Black Rasslin, please like, comment, subscribe. Meal said WWE wants to feature more international talent. They will make a play for Okada. They're trying to be global. I will say this. There was an interview with two women who work at Netflix, and they were specifically asked about WWE. And they said two things I thought were very interesting. One, they asked about the $5 million that Netflix was paying out for Raw for 52 weeks in 2025, or starting in 2025. And they were like, the way we look at it, think about it as a couple of movies and a TV series, or a TV series and a couple of movies, like in terms of like the money that they're spending out that year. And they're going week to week, and they're saying when you really break it down, it's kind of like based off their production and what they're doing, it makes sense. But the second thing that they said specifically is, and this is part and parcel with the Netflix deal, they're looking at trying to grow the international fan base for WWE. That's the one thing they're looking at, is that there are many opportunities for WWE to be more global. So I'm not saying that's good, that Okada is going to be the answer, but if Netflix is looking for that, I wonder if in the coming months WWE is going to, as they're going to Berlin and Australia, and Cena was just on the BBC the other day talking about WrestleMania in London again. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried it. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried it.
Here's the thing. And I agree. I agree. But here's the thing. And we don't know what a post Vince McMahon WWE looks like as far as marketing its international talent.
Right.
That's things to be seen. Okay. Now,
he was on the BBC. I know what I said.
You can have
what am I call? He was on the British Broadcasting Corp. Who the fuck calls it that? Barbs. I know what the fuck I said. I said what he was on. The BBC. I'm gonna pause what he was on. What else I'm gonna say?
He was on the one nigga show. Over there.
Hey, no. Black History Month. Was it no niggas on the show? It was all white people. I would love to have London be the place. I say it all the time. It was on the BBC.
How the fuck did we get here?
Right.
How do we? Because we're talking about Okada. We're talking about international with the WWE. You not following? You stopped when the nigga said, "Oh, he said something about some."
So I was saying this.
Wait,
you stopped at the pause.
DDM didn't finish.
Yeah, I was still.
I was like BBC. I'm like, okay.
I was looking at the chat. I'm sorry, chat going ham with this nigga, right?
I watched
Chappy Chat.
I know BBC, but no, I was saying we don't know what their international marketability looks like, and the reality is, they could bring in Okada, but how long of a lifespan does he really have?
Right,
he's old. I hate to say he looks great, but you're old in wrestling years. Your promo skills, to Fam's point, we don't know what that's going to give.
That's a tough one.
See how you saw how they did Shinsuke live in ring, and now he in the back doing videos for every promo.
No, the videos been hard though.
The videos now are dope.
Anime joints have been tough.
Absolutely, but we just don't know. And I just think that if I'm Nick Khan, if I'm the powers that be, do I really throw all of this money at this man when I could have a face like his, who probably has a better body and longer leverage, that can still give me that international look? So that's where I question the sense in booking at that rate of what he deserves.
During WrestleMania season, where everybody's telling me that it's going to be Rock and Roman, I totally believe that they would go for the expensive face. But I understand. I totally understand what you're saying, because I think you're right. The idea of and that's almost why I think they may do Okada now, because I think the fact of how many years does an Okada have in the WWE, I don't know how much time that is, but I think if he's hot right now, they may go for him right now and then try and figure out, all right, after a year.
But in America,
send him to Daly's
really
place
hot right now. Like, is he really hot right now?
They don't. This is the thing, and I want to be clear. Just like they don't need The Rock right now, they don't need an Okada or many of these people. They've got enough. They have enough now.
It's enough there.
All of this is extra.
That's that cherry.
Facts. It's the WrestleMania season cherry.
Okay.
And it's about the pop.
All right, yo.
Happy Black History Month, y'all. Happy Black History Month.
Out of here.
Yeah, when fam throws the headphones, you know it's a problem.
As nasty Leroy enters the room.
Look, I agree.
He said, "I agree." That's fun.
No. I'm not saying WWE doesn't want Okada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying the interest and probably need is different for both companies.
Of course, I agree.
Because yes, Okada feels like an initiative push for them, right?
Right, exactly.
Okada directly feeds AEW's fan base right now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I think it's worth it more for AEW to say, take this money. When WWE was like, well, I mean, we've got, some Japanese folks over here, niggas that are big time over there, you know what I'm saying? Kaizane, they got thing, Asuka, and got thing, Shinsuke Nakamura. You got those folks already doing things. So the need isn't urgent for WWE. I think AEW, low key, not high key, need a goddamn Okada. And so they're going to throw whatever they can throw at him. And WWE can be like, we got this.
But
you don't want that? Well, go on over there.
Yeah, I feel you.
But two, pardon me, cuz my bad.
Yeah,
but two DDMs, dabs, motherfucking point. How many years does he have over there?
Well, yeah, if he's over there, he's wrestling at Bryan Danielson pace, and that's
which is 2.
That's a broken arm, that's a broken orbital bone. Yeah,
every 2 months he's out.
Every couple months. Yeah, it's something to think about.